Yo, good morning, nation. Salute to everyone. Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Raiders Unfiltered. I'm your host. I'm Jay Raider. Appreciate everyone pulling up and tapping in on this Monday morning. Changing it up today. We're starting early, bright and early and bushy tails. You already know what time it is. Salute to everybody. If you guys haven't done so, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button on your boy on this channel. Help to go ahead and support the channel and make it grow. Appreciate everyone tapped in on this Monday morning. But let's go ahead and kind of get into the nitty gritty, y'all. Normally, I would be doing, like I said, normally I would be doing this evening for Monday Night Football, 5 p.m. Pacific. But I got some things going on today, and I really want to watch Game 3 of the World Series. So kind of works out. So I got some time this morning. It's going to be a short live. We're not going to go ahead and go too much into it, y'all. But let's go ahead and talk about basically what everybody's kind of waking up to this morning. If you haven't seen already, looks like the Raiders are going to be signing Tyler Lockett to the squad within probably the next day or so. Let me go ahead and post this up real quick. Shout out to my guy Raider Resistance. If you guys don't follow Raider Resistance, make sure you guys go ahead and head on over and give him a follow uh, on Instagram and also X for everybody watching out there on X. But Raiders signing Tyler Lockett per Tom Pelissero. This literally broke out this morning. I was waking up 8 a.m. Mountain Time, 7 a.m. Pacific, and saw this on my Twitter feed, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Crazy, crazy. Um, I kind of saw this move coming in a sense where Tyler Lockett asked for his walking papers last week, and sure enough, Titans go ahead and give him his papers, and he's been floating out there for about a week or so, just about a week, and then I'm like, watch it be funny that the Raiders go ahead and pick this dude up and reunite him with Geno Smith, and sure enough, it happened, and here we are now. So, man, oh man, I don't know. I'm not really about this move. It's not the move that I would make. For me, like I said last week, we needed to be sellers, not buyers, but here we are buying a receiver and picking up entire Lockett. I don't know. How do you guys feel about this move? I went out and put a poll for you guys. Do you like this move in signing Tyler Lockett? Yes or no? If you guys haven't done so, go ahead and head on over and cast your vote. Appreciate you guys pulling up and tapping in. Really quick before I go any further, let me go ahead and acknowledge the chat. Shout out to my guy Marcus Banks in the building. Appreciate you pulling up, my guy. My guy Rorschach 24 in the building. Salute, my guy. Appreciate you pulling up and rocking with me on this Monday morning. Uh Salute to my guy Geomax. Saw you on the Raider Squad show, my guy. Salute. Appreciate you pulling up and tapping in. There's a Raider in the building. He said, we used to be Patriots West. Now we're Seahawks of the South. Facts, my guy. Just I'm fucking finding an identity. I don't know what the fuck to tell you, man. It's crazy. My guy Rorschach says, I would have liked the signing at free agency. What the fuck is going on inside that building? You get to beat the dog. You get beat to dog shit, and nobody's held accountable. Or to NFL standards, expect more dumpster fire. Facts, my guys. Salute to you. I mean, like I said, not surprised by the move that the Raiders are pulling, and it really kind of goes back to what are we doing? Who's calling the shots out there in the front office? Is it Pete? Is it Spy Tech? Like, who's really in charge over there? And for me, obviously, and it should be pretty evident, this is 100% Pete Carroll move. 100% Pete Carroll move. I mean, you know, I don't know. Again, and this is something kind of that I was a little bit afraid of, that we're going to go out and really try to compete, and we're really going to go ahead and dismiss some of these rookies and giving them reps and giving them burn. Um, how really kind of goes into the next question is really how will this move really affect the rookies play and their potential start, right? We're talking about Jack Bash, John Thornton, but really more in Jack Bash on what he, getting more targets. Is this going to go ahead and take away from that? Now that question is raised, right? Because we got Tyler Lockett down in the building. Um, that for this is basically that security blanket for Geno Smith. Let's just keep it real. This is that security blanket for him. He knows what Tyler, they're very familiar with one another. So he's going to be looking out for Tyler Lockett out in that field, especially when he's in those situations um, where he's scrambling for his life or he feels pressured, and he's going to go ahead and try to force something or make a play to go ahead and make something happen. He's going to be definitely looking out for Tyler Lockett. So again, this is kind of how much play does it really take away from like guys like Jack Bash or John Thornton to go out there and really continue to develop and see what we actually have in those guys. So that's definitely a question that's going to be raised this week. I think Pete has a presser later today, so we're going to hear more from Pete and his take and his point of view on the whole bringing over Tyler Lockett and whatnot to Vegas. Really quick shout out to my guy Rorschach. Yes, prayers to the Davis family. Carol Davis died yesterday. That is the wife of the late Al Davis. So prayers to Davis family, to Mark, to all of them. First Lady of the Raider Nation. She passed away yesterday at the age of 93. So long, full life. But yeah, sad day either way, for sure. Shout out to my guy Raider Jeff. Appreciate you pulling on my guy. All the moves and changes we could have made. This is the one that is the dumbest by far. Facts, my guy. And like I said, I mean this should have been situation. And going into this all week, I thought we were going to be sellers, not really buyers. And you know, we're probably going to be sellers either way. I doubt Jakobi stays here by that Jags game. The trade deadline is November 4th, so next Tuesday. That is when deadline um, is set for. So we got up into the 4th to go ahead and move them. Obviously, with that, there's only probably 3 teams out there really realistically that he could potentially go for: Buffalo, Pittsburgh, and of course New England. Some of the landing spots for him. It probably would make sense for Jakobi to go ahead and go back to New England and reunite with Josh McDummy. And that system out there, obviously, he was in there for many years, so he's very familiar with that, and it makes the most sense, especially now that you have really the Patriots on that real resurgence. And I think they won yesterday. I was kind of watching that game. Um, so I think they ended up blowing out their game. So, especially if these guys are going to go ahead and go for a run later in the season, a guy like Jakobi Meyers will definitely be a real good weapon for a guy like Drake May. So we'll keep on the lookout for that, but it probably will be New England. It will be a landing spot for Jakobi Meyers getting reunited back with Josh McDaniels over there. So yeah, let's see what happens. Shout out to Jack. Appreciate you pulling up. He says that's why you never rebuilding with a 74-year-old dude. Facts, my guy. Yeah, I mean, this is a move. Realistically, from our standpoint, this is a move that really doesn't make sense. and by all intents and purposes, you're gonna probably hear something from Pete later on today where we're gonna go out and try to win, and Tyler Lockett's gonna be one of those guys that are gonna give us the best chance of winning, yada 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 yada, that type of shit. So um we're 2-5. Yes, there's other teams that are worse than us, but if we were playing pretty shitty football to say the least. So my thing is let's go back and first get our shit in order, get our shit right, fix our offense, fix our play calling. Then we can go ahead and start going towards that direction. But honestly, right now should be in that evaluation mode. We're really trying to see what we get from these rookies. And I'm talking about Jack Bash. Don Thornton's been playing, but you know, we're talking about Caleb Rogers, Charles Grant, JJ Pegues, Tonka Hemingway, Darian Porter, guys like that, to see what we have in these guys. We haven't seen what we have in these third round picks. We're still wondering. We've seen glimpses of Darian Porter, glimpses of Jack Bash, but we really haven't seen anything really consistent out there. So it's really trying to go ahead and evaluate to see what's potentially there. And then guys also that on those 1 year deals, that whether or not are we going to go ahead and keep these guys around next year and a couple of years moving forward, or are we going to go ahead and part ways at the end of the season? So that is another question that we have, that right now we should be on that evaluation mode. But um yeah, we'll see what happens. But I doubt these rookies get any significant playing time kind of moving forward, to be honest with you guys. And then right now still there's no real update on the Jakobi trade, but um I believe that should be happening pretty soon. Make sure you guys go ahead and get your comments in. Again, it's not going to be a long live, guys. I just wanted to go ahead and hop on real quick, talk about this whole Tyler Lockett thing. I wasn't really planning on doing a live today, even though I kind of said on Saturday that I was, but I got some things going on later this afternoon. Be tied up. Plus, I'm going to go ahead and watch game 3. So just wanted to go ahead and pull up and talk some football um, um, before I get on with the rest of my day. So yeah, appreciate you guys tapping in. As usual, make sure you guys go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Salute to everybody in the building. Let's see here. Shout out to my guy Rorschach. He says, Jay, I just saw the movie, The Replacements, and I want Shane Falco as our QB. Basically, all the players in that movie to swap with our players. We can keep Genty, Max, Brock with a few others. Facts, my guys. Salute to you. Oh man, that's just funny. My guy Gio, he says, Carroll has 3 years to rebuild the team. You have to look at the big picture. Yes, Carroll had a win now roster. After further review, he knows now he has a lot of work to do. Um, I don't think I don't really agree with that, bro. And for the reason being is because he's in that win now mentality. He doesn't have a lot of time, like you said. Um, for him, he wants to go ahead and try to win as many games as possible right now, right? And this is the thing. You bypass a lot of steps in building the right personnel by doing that. It could be done, but you have to have certain pieces in place, primarily quarterback, and we didn't do that. We didn't go out and try to draft a quarterback behind Geno Smith, and then that's been the issue for years and years now, that we're not taking that position seriously. We went out and drafted a guy in the 6th round. That goes to show you where our priorities are. They're all fucked up. You know, Pete could have had his guy, could have had Geno, and I think that's when we hired Pete. That was always going to happen. That was always going to be in the woodworks. The responsible thing would have been, hey, let's go up, let's be aggressive, let's draft a quarterback, or let's build an offensive line earlier, somebody who's starting caliber, yada yada yada. So the priorities were kind of switched up. And then this is the crazy thing that Pete first hired on was we're going to go ahead and build around the quarterback. We're going to protect the quarterback. We're going to run the ball. And yet we failed to do that this season. And this is where we are now. So not only on the offensive side, defensive side, there's a lot of pieces that are missed. Our corner situation is not in good shape. Safeties abysmal. You're playing a lot of guys out of position. Normally, what they don't play, you're forcing them to go ahead and play. You're forcing guys to play special teams. 33-year-old men that really shouldn't be out playing special teams, and bench them because they refuse to not play special teams. Crazy shit like that. So, I don't think Pete makes it through 3 years. He's probably here next year, and that'll probably be it, to be honest with you. But maybe he's here for the 3 years. That's cool, but I don't think he'll be here for the 4th year for sure. That's for damn sure. So I don't know. Shout out to my guy, Raider Nation Jason in the building. Salute, my guy. Appreciate you pulling up. So yeah. Gio says he's not rebuilding for him. He's rebuilding for our future long term. I don't even see a rebuild, bro. I really don't. Where's a rebuild? So, but hey, either way, brother, I appreciate you pulling up and tapping in. Salute to you, man. But again, how's this going to go ahead and affect the playing time to guys like Jack Bash, Don and Thornton? Let me know down below in the chat, in those comments, for everybody's going to go back and watch the replay of this show. Let me know what your thoughts are on the move of the Raiders going out and signing Tyler Lockett to the Raiders, reuniting him with Pete Carroll and Geno Smith. Something that really, really not too surprising that it's happened, but it's here. Either way, we're going to see how that works out, because what's done is done, right? Obviously, we got a game this weekend, so we're going to see Tyler Lockett really soon. I'm going to see him in Vegas this Sunday. Raiders versus Jaguar, week 9. Wow, crazy, week 9. We just got over this bye week, and wow, I don't know. I think we're not in the bye week anymore, because now we're in game week, getting ready for the Jaguars. But we do have a potential of maybe being competitive in that game. We'll see what happens. The Jaguars literally getting blown out by the Rams and England a couple of weeks ago. So they're coming off a loss. We're coming off a big loss, that blowout versus the Chiefs. So hopefully we get to see a closer, more competitive type game come this Sunday. I still don't think that we're going to go ahead and get the dub on that one, but hopefully we could just go ahead and make it competitive and be able to make it kind of an interesting game. Most importantly, I want to see these rookies go out there and play. And even if they fuck up, even if they mess up, we still need to see them, when we get, and penalties are going to happen, guys. And this is the thing that I want to let everybody know. When you play the rookies, penalties are going to happen. The penalties are going to go up. It is what it is. It's part of it's the other side to it, right? It's going to happen, and it's okay. And you can go ahead and accept shit like that when you go out and play the rookies. It's really when we're trying to go ahead and kind of, get a feel for the game and start learning how really things operate at the highest level. Even despite that, I'd rather go ahead and have that happen and see these guys go ahead and really start learning and developing and see what we have there for sure. Let's see here. Shout out to my guy Rorschach again. He says, even though I kid around, I still rock my Raiders gear and root for them. It's just at this, I'm at a point where I just got to laugh laugh it up. Getting mad is not really healthy and a waste of time and facts, my guy. So, and this is the thing. I mean, what else can you do besides laugh? It's either laugh or get pissed off about it. And some people want to go ahead and literally go out and just kind of tune out for the rest of the season. Some people want to go ahead and laugh about it. You know, hey, whatever makes you feel better. At the end of the day, honestly, I mean, it's a game and whatnot, but for us diehards, it hits closer. But this is why we have these shows. This is why we vent. This is why we get up here and talk about shit like this. Hopefully it helps. And we feel better. Well, when is that? What the thing is really the thing here that's really going to help is having a winning season. When is that going to happen? I don't know. I hope soon. Maybe next year. Who knows? We'll see. But yeah, for sure. I feel you, bro. Let's see here. My guy Gio says, I do agree, but Lockett was a stupid ass move. 100%. 100%. That was a dumb move, bro. Don't know why we went out and did that, but hey, it is what it is. Shout out to my guy Bueno. Appreciate you pulling up. He says, what the fuck? I thought Lockett signed with the Giants. That was fake news, my guy. Fake news. Somebody got you. I heard that too, man. And so, no, he was he was in the win. I tried to look it up, and I think it was last week when that came out, and I tried to look it up. I didn't see shit. So he was still in the win. I'm like, funny that the Raiders go out and pick this motherfucker up and reunite him with Geno. And yet, sure enough, we're here. And this is the thing, guys. If this is something that would have happened, early in the year, if we would have picked him up in the off season, I would have been okay with it. I think I would have been not as critical, right? Because now you get Lockett in here, he has time to go ahead and learn the playbook, get that rhythm and the timing down with Geno. Even though they have familiarity with one another, still it does play a factor, and that wasn't the case, right? Tyler Lockett was out there floating for months, and we passed on him. He signed with Tennessee. I'm like, cool. They're gonna go ahead and do that thing. He's gonna rock with Cam Ward, all good. And then that hasn't been working out. And right now they are 100% in evaluation mode. That's what Tennessee's all about. That's what they care about. They want to go ahead and keep evaluating Cam Ward and really see and really developing him as well. So they're not caring about winning right now. That's not really on their preview a whole lot. Like if they win games, great. Obviously, that's still the name of the game, but they're more concerned about really developing Cam Ward, right? On the other hand, we're over here trying to compete, right? And we're just looking like dog shit. And I think we come to a point where I think a lot of us can go ahead and agree that this should be the time where we go into more of an evaluation mode, because our gameplay hasn't really been indicative of a team that can be competitive. And it's different. It's different when you're losing to teams, the teams that you're expected to lose by not even, I'm not even talking about like a real close margin, like 3 or 7, within like 10 points, 14 points, whatever, but getting blown out 31-0, 40-6, scores like that really, really kind of tell you the telltale of this season so far. Losing the Chargers 20-9, it makes it hard. It makes it hard to go ahead and really see this as a really competitive season. Let's be honest. Let's keep it a bean. It really makes it hard to believe that we're really a competitive team moving forward this season. I really don't see it, but hey, but Pete's gonna hold on to that till he's not here in the building anymore. and he's going to go ahead and do whatever he feels is right to 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 put the most winning product on the field. And I really, really don't think that that's it. Uh, shout out to my guy. Oh, he's like, but on your refrigerator is giving you fake news. I I doesn't like you either. Yeah, man, I had to post that up, bro. I had to post that up, man. Man, that thing is fake, hey, bro. They got some people, so it's all good, man. It's all good. Oh shit, man. But yeah, Raiders versus Jaguars, week 9. I mean, look, you know, they had these guys practicing out there last week. I think was it Monday and Tuesday, and then per league rules, I have to have like five consecutive days off for a bye week. So I don't know what them practicing kind of did. Any type of improvement. Really, this is a week where you start focusing on all the adjustments that need to be made and how you want to go ahead and move forward with your season and your opponent and all that stuff. So, um, you know, uh, to be honest with you, I'm not expecting a whole lot from this game. I'm gonna just be real. I'm not expecting a whole lot from this game. I'm still going to the game. This is a king. This is the. I still enjoy going out and being at games. That's even if we play like dog shit. I mean, I'm gonna go out there and have some fun and get drunk and just celebrate my birthday. That's all I'm gonna do. That's all I can do. And really quick shout out to my guy Joe Morley. Appreciate you. Hook me up. Tickets to Masquerade uh, for this Sunday. Gonna be out there doing the damn thing over there. It's gonna be cool. Uh, I might take some footage of that. We'll see. We'll see. I wasn't really gonna do any vlog or anything like that. So I don't know. We'll see. I'll think about it. But yeah, shout out to my guy uh for that hookup for sure. But yeah, I mean, we got to we obviously we already know we got to run the ball. We got to go ahead and really improve in our protection and our blocking. We got to go ahead and give targets to Jack Bash, Jakobi if he's still here. Um, we can go ahead and run with Lockett and whatnot on those deep routes. Now you got two guys, you got three guys really on the deep threat with Lockett and Trey Tucker and Dante Thornton. So, but ultimately, this falls on Geno, and I don't think bringing back his boy from Seattle is going to really go ahead and do the trick. To be honest with you guys, it really doesn't. But hey, stranger shit has happened. Maybe that's what it takes to go ahead and get Geno out of his fucking funk, to bring in his boy to fucking be the Geno whisperer. I'm like, hey, bro, get your head out of your ass. Let's go. Let's go ahead and ball. Let's do what we do, like how we did in Seattle. Let's run it. Maybe that's what it takes. Maybe that's the guy who's going to be able to do it, because it certainly hasn't been Pete up to this point. So whatever. All right, cool. Hopefully that is the case. Hopefully I do. Hopefully we get to see some good football. I really do. Whether we win or not, I really still want to go ahead and see good football, regardless of the fact. Defensively, we just need to go ahead and get at Trevor Lawrence, and hopefully Max is 100% or close to 100%, and we get to see Kuntz finally do something, and maybe a little bit of Tyree. Hopefully Jamal Adams could continue doing what he does, and hopefully we get to see Darian Porter start over Kyle Blue Kelly. I don't know if that's going to happen. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? If it does, great. If it doesn't, well, It's the continuation of the same shit. There's a couple of guys that are slated to come back. Obviously, like I talked about on Saturday with my guy Primo, we're supposed to have Brock Bowers slated to come back. I think Lonnie Johnson is another guy slated to come back. If y'all forgot about Lonnie Johnson is the guy that we picked up in the offseason from Carolina. He got hurt during that open practice. I was there. Sucks. So he's been out basically the whole point, the whole off season, the whole preseason, and up until this point. So with that, he broke his fibula, so that fibular breakage. So I think he's supposed to come back. I think this game or within the next game or two. So he'll be back. That'll be another addition to that secondary. And Isaiah Paul-Mount, I haven't heard too much about what's going on with him. I think he's probably going to be coming back as well. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with those guys. But either way, that secondary needs to step up, and it's going to be hard if Trevor Lawrence figures it out and is able to go ahead and just throw that ball in the middle. It's going to be another long day for sure. Let's see here. My guy Rorschach says, "How the f do they all? How do they all those days off? Have those days off during their bye week? They suck. They should be in the building, trying to get better. They have all the off season to have days off. Commitment to excrement. There you go. I mean, well, it's a league rule. You have to have five consecutive days off for the bye week when it's their bye week. But they were out there that Monday and Tuesday last week practicing. I don't know, bro. I'm like, really? Do you think like them practicing is going to get better? I think this is a thing where they have to go ahead and really kind of refigure out their strategy, bro. Because what they've been doing the last 7 games hasn't been working. So I think they just need a new fucking strategy, period, bro. I don't know necessarily if practicing is gonna fucking do it, but who knows? Maybe the 2 extra days will help. I don't know though. I don't know for real. Go ahead and get your questions and comments in, guys. Again, this is gonna be a short live. I'm gonna jump out of here in just a bit. Again, I won't be on later today. I got some things going on, so this will be the live for today until Wednesday. Then I'll be back with the connection, and then no good morning Raiders this weekend on Saturday. May or may not have a post game reaction show on that Sunday. We'll see. I'll try to see if I can get back to the hotel. I'll be out in Vegas, guys, so I'll be doing the damn thing for birthday weekend. If Dodgers go ahead and clinch this thing, I might hit up Cali real quick to go ahead and hit that parade again for that second year in a row, man. Because, man, Dodgers coming back in that game too. So hopefully we go out and win it today at game 3, and that's going to be a good one. Back in LA. So since I'm so close, it's only hop skip away. I might have to go down to LA if they have the parade over the weekend, or even Monday. We'll see what happens with that. Let's see here. Rorschach said, "What? It's what Coach Pete says. Practice, yeah, dog. Got to practice. Got to go out there and practice, bro. They need the practice, right? Apparently, shit. Fuck me. That's funny. But let's see here. And again, I wanted to go ahead. I'm gonna bring this up real quick before I head on out. Obviously, the trade talk. The Jakobi. We talked about Jakobi, about potentially him finding a landing spot either in New England, Pittsburgh, or Buffalo being one of those three potential teams. There's other teams that could potentially go out there, but look, it's probably going to be one of those three. Or if you can go ahead and kind of put um, a finger on it, it'll probably be New England. That's going to be the more familiar place. Um, we talked about on Saturday about JPJ also being potentially could he be potentially on the trade block? I don't know. Um, if it if some fucking crazy shit like this happens, I won't be surprised, especially the route that this regime has been going to really like kind of make an example of him. I don't know what happened with JPJ and this regime. I don't know if there was words being said, there was attitude, cockiness, whatever. It's evident that this regime does not like JPJ, whatever. Um, so if something like that were to happen, which would be for me, in my opinion, would be a dumb move, trading away one of your best linemen outside Golden Muller away. It just boggles me. But you know, I wouldn't be too surprised. I've heard this. We talked about this as well. Tyree also being the potential trade block. That's crazy. Hey, but if we're if a team is out there want to go ahead and pick up Tyree and give us anything for him, fuck it, take him. But Niners supposedly it was put out there that the Niners might be possibly interested in picking up Tyree. Potentially maybe willing up to give a seventh. They have some injuries over there, so that'd be crazy if that does happen. So, hey, I'm all for it. If they're willing to go ahead and give something, let's do it. Let's do it. But those are the guys that we may see potentially out there. Don't want JBJ traded by all means. I think that would be a stupid move, but if it happens, not too surprised. So for sure. Shout out to my guy James. He's already with the Ray. Hold on, let me do it right, dog. Raiders. Yes, yes. So you already know what time it is. You know what time it is, my guy. Salute to you. Appreciate you pulling up. Yeah, we just talking this Tyler Lockett thing. Tyler Lockett signing with the Raiders. Getting picked up. So hey, not surprised with that. It is what it is. Uh, but again, go ahead and get your questions in, guys. I'll be on for a few more minutes. Then I'm gonna head on out. Let's see here. Did want to ask you guys something. Okay. Um, kind of like where do we go from here, right? We had Brock back. We're adding Tyler Lockett, so that's coming back. He's now joining us, but how many are we realistically gonna win more games? I'm talking about more than 2 games, or are we still gonna go ahead and see the same shit? And you know, shout out to my guy Jeff. Jeff is saying that hey, we're not gonna win any more fucking games. Could that be also a thing? What are you guys' thoughts on that? Going basically the rest of this season. We don't have an easy schedule. We just finished the easiest part of our schedule this season. We have the Jaguars this Sunday. Then a couple of days later, we got the Broncos. Um, they just had a good game yesterday. Then the Cowboys. We got the Browns. That could be a potential win. We go to Cali and face the Chargers out there, which that game doesn't look uh too good either. We host the Broncos the week after on the 7th. Then we go out to Philly. Then we go out to Houston. That might be a game that could potentially be stolen. Giants will be another one that could potentially be stolen. We host the Giants on the 28th. And then we end off the season with the Chiefs, which at this rate, the way that we got blown out, I highly doubt that we pull off a win on that one. So, what do you guys think we go on from here on out? Do we win 1 or 2 games? Do we win 3 or 4 games? What do you guys think? Do you think Tyler Lockett is really going to go ahead and make that much of a difference, or is it just us just wasting our time? Uh, what are you guys' thoughts on that? Let me know down in the chat and in the comment section for everybody that's viewing the replay as well. Go ahead and sound off down below as well. Let's see here. My guy Rorschach says, breaking news. The 41ers just acquired Tyree for a new microwave from the break room. More info to come on J Raiders live stream. Bro, what the fuck? A microwave? That's too generous, dog. Toaster. Would be realistic. Would be realistic for sure. Let's see here. We have won all the games that we are going to win. Number 2 pick for the 2026 NFL drafting coming out. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Maybe the Jets continue on their fucking winning streak, bro, and they put up like 3 or 4 more wins. So maybe we get that number 1. You never know. That was crazy. The fucking Jets ended up beating the Bengals yesterday. That was a wild one. All those morning games were like blowouts. That was the only one that was like tight. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, really? The Jets? Jesus Christ. All right. Cool. Shout out to the Jets. They fucking won. They're 1-7. Cool. Keep on that winning streak, guys. There we go. Number 1 pick incoming. There we go. Bringing in Lockett is just replacing Meyers when we trade him. Shout out to IE Raider Mike. Salute to you, brother. Hey, I wouldn't be surprised if that's a mentality for Pete. To be honest with you, I don't agree with the move of us bringing why are we going to bring in Lockett? When you have guys like Jack Bash, Don Thornton, but Jack Bash getting like 1 or 2 targets per game. We drafted this kid in the 2nd round, literally giving up a 2nd round pick. We could have gone out and got a lineman or somebody else, probably a lineman, was something that we actually desperately need. But we went out and got this kid in the 2nd round because we're thinking he's going to be the replacement for Jakobi Meyers. So bringing a guy like Lockett doesn't make a whole 2 cents, a whole lot of sense. And for the only fact that maybe just bringing that continuity might spark something in Geno, maybe that could be it. I don't know. Maybe he's a guy that can go ahead and help him get out of this funk. I don't know. Hopefully Geno has a better second half in the season. Doubt it, but at this pace, Geno's still on pace to go ahead and hit over 20 interceptions a season if he's starting. That's insane. That's fucking insane. Let's see here. Rushak said, this crap has gotten so bad that my wife said sorry to me because we're cheeks. I was like, damn. But it took the apology. Anyway. Facts, bro. Facts. And trust me, I hear it from the fucking wifey too. She's over here like, fuck, we're ass. I'm like, yeah. She's like, I don't know why the fuck we're playing Geno Smith. I'm like, me neither. But our coach in his grand wisdom thinks that he's our best choice. So okay, cool. Whatever. I mean, I think we're at this point where we just have to laugh about it, y'all. We just have to laugh about it. But either way, salute to you guys. Appreciate you guys. That is it for me today. Again, appreciate you guys pulling up and rocking with me. Early pull-up show. Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Raiders Unfiltered. You guys getting the the unfiltered version. I got a little bit of coffee left. I started earlier this morning. That's already fucking cold. Either way, whatever. Um, Started early. There'll be no Raiders Unfiltered this evening. This is the one show for today. I'm watching the Dodgers play. The Dodgers play today. Gonna have fun with that. So all good. But just wanted to go ahead and chop it up really quick for with y'all in regards to this whole Tyler Lockett move. Again, Pete is scheduled to go ahead and talk, I think, about noon Pacific time. So we'll see what he says there. I'm interested to see the logic behind this move for real, and you know what he how he's justifying us picking up Tyler Lockett. So I hope the fact that he says it's because you know to go ahead and spark something with Geno or something to that effect. I could kind of buy that, but anything to the fact where we're trying to be competitive. Come on now, stop. There we go. But hey, it is what it is. Again, I'm gonna be out in Vegas this weekend coming up. If you guys are in Vegas, let me know. Hit me up. Definitely let's go ahead and meet up. I'm gonna have some fun out there with the fam in Vegas. We're gonna be celebrating the birthday weekend. Y'all already know what time it is. And then heading to the game Sunday, I'll be at the Jaguar game. So it is what it is. We're gonna, I'm gonna just go out there and have fun. That's all. Not expecting anything from this team. Not expecting a win. If a win happens, great. If it doesn't, that's cool too. Whatever. But that's the way you got to go ahead and take this. So we'll see what happens. But either way, good times will be had. But appreciate you guys as always. Love you guys. Salute to everybody. If you guys are new and you guys haven't done so, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. I do have subscriber only mode on the chat. So if you guys wanted to be involved, if you guys want to be involved with the chat, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you guys want to go ahead and tune into more shows, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Again, I'm on 3 to 4 times a week with the Connection Show on Wednesday, Good Morning Raiders Saturday, and the post game reaction show almost every game for the rest of the season. We'll see. We'll try to make it happen on Sunday. So I just gotta, since I'm remote, it's a little bit hard. So trying to see if I can get back to the room on time and getting good Wi-Fi connection. So maybe it's always harder. It's always harder when you're on the road because trying to get a good connection and whatnot, sometimes it's a little bit challenging. But hey, we'll see what happens, and then I'll try to get some of these guys on to go ahead and rock with me on the post game show. So just turn on notifications, be on the lookout for that while I'm out there as well. So, but again, appreciate you guys. Love as always. I will see you guys next time. Let's see here. Hold on. Rorschach says, "Don't forget to take a brown paper bag for your head." All right, dog. I think I got one from the grocery store from like Trader Joe's or some shit. I'll go ahead and fucking make some eyebrows, cut out the holes and whatnot, for sure. And I'll cut a hole for the mouth so I can go ahead and drink my beer for sure. Let's see. There you go. Shout out to my guy Jason. He says, "Gotta get a win for Mrs. Davis." There you go. See, my guy's positive. My guy hasn't lost all hope yet. I'm just kind of like, it's just time to evaluate. That's kind of how I'm treating this shit. Oh man. Rorschach says he's not watching any more Pressons until we start winning again. Dog, it's gonna be a while then, for sure. For sure. See, yeah, that was a different team though, with a different coach. So I don't know. If I look for me, I'm gonna just say this, y'all. For me, I just hope that we get, hopefully, because I'll be at the game. Hopefully, we get a win. But if we don't, that's cool too. I'm not tripping too much about it because I was at the game last year for the Jaguars and we won. So We'll see. I'm actually gonna try to see if I can get a upgrade my seat and get a closer seat down at Black Hole again. Ticket prices are falling off a bit, so we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, man. Okay. Other than that, guys, appreciate you guys. That is my time for today. I will see you guys next time. I'll see you guys on Wednesday for the Connection Show. Until then, as always, appreciate you guys. Always remember, just Raiders, baby. Peace.